Hi everyone, and welcome back to our new series, right? Today, our Cornerstone secrets are related to how to build great client relationships, you know?
Yep.
Of course, clients are the one that pay the bills at the end of the day.
They do.
So I think
Usually.
Usually. So what's our first secret, Matt?
I think there's a number of ways in which to maintain a really good client relationship or to create a good client relationship. I think there's some basics to start with, which, you know, I think everybody knows really, but it's frequent contact. I think any chance you get to speak to the client, whether it's good news, bad news, a catch up, you should take it.
Yeah.
Right? So pick up the phone,
Yeah.
speak to your client, meet your client, whether it's on an online meeting or face to face. Clients really appreciate that kind of regular feedback. And I think they feel like, as they should do, you're working hard to fill that position, right? So that frequency of contact, really important.
Especially I think at the beginning, right? When they don't know you, you have to think that clients work with like maybe 20, 30 recruiters at any given time. So if you're if you're a newbie in the game and they don't know you, like they need to get used to your voice, to recognize, maybe to connect a voice to a face as well is really important. So any excuse to speak with them, I think, is really welcome. My secret on how to build a client relationship is actually to hang out with them. You know, it's really, really important. I think in general, all my best clients have always been clients that I generally like. You know, as a people that I go along, people that I learn something from. And I hang around with them, you know. At the beginning, of course, was for purely business reasons, but as the relationship goes through, you become sort of like an advisor and a friend, you know. I help a lot of my clients, for instance, moving offices.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of my clients ask me advice, or, you know, what was the best Italian restaurant in Tokyo, right?
Which is the best Italian restaurant in Tokyo?
There are many, mate, there are many.
What's your number one then?
My number one would be Il Boccalone, right?
Boccalone in Ibiza.
In Ibiza,
Love
right?
it.
Yeah.
Amazing. So you got two secrets in one video.
Here we go.
Amazing.
And but yeah, I think hanging out with them, you know, meet them for drinks and dinners, I think is a really, really important part of building that type of client relationship.
I think so. I think finally for me, sometimes you've got to give your clients you've got to consult with your clients. And sometimes the advice that you give them or the feedback that you give them is something which perhaps they don't want to hear or they don't believe. You know, maybe the salary they're offering is slightly too low or their interview process is too long. And I think don't be afraid of giving that honest, actual consultative advice. Because even if when you give it at the time they think, no, I don't agree with you.
Yeah.
When eventually it's proved that you are hopefully correct, actually then they start to trust what you say a lot more, right? Rather than just saying yes all the time, you know?
I had lots of cases where, you know, I send a candidate, send a CV, and my client say, no way, I don't like this person. Like, hey, you know, just meet the person, you're gonna like them. And then they ended up hiring this person many times.
Yep. So don't be afraid of giving that honest feedback, even, you know, early on in the relationship, because eventually it will help you develop a really tight, long-term kind of bond.